Have you ever wondered how humans first started tracking time? Imagine a time before clocks, calendars, or even written language. How did our ancestors make sense of the passage of time? The answer lies in the sky above. They observed the cycles of the sun, moon, and stars. These celestial bodies became their first clocks and calendars. The rising and setting of the sun marked the passage of a day. The waxing and waning of the moon charted the course of a month. The changing positions of constellations signaled different seasons. These cycles helped early humans plan their activities. Life was intimately connected to the rhythms of nature. Tracking these rhythms was essential for survival. This marked the dawn of timekeeping, leading us to the precision of atomic clocks. As human societies grew more complex, so too did their need for accurate timekeeping. Early civilizations developed ingenious devices to measure time throughout the day. One of the earliest and most widespread timekeeping inventions was the sundial. Sundials rely on the simple principle that the sun casts a shadow. By observing the length and direction of the shadow cast by a vertical object, people could tell the time of day. While sundials were effective in sunny climates, they were limited by their reliance on sunlight. In cloudy conditions, or at night, other methods were needed. This led to the development of water clocks, also known as clepsydras. Water clocks measure time based on the steady flow of water from one container to another. By marking the level of water in a calibrated container, people could track the passage of time. Another important innovation was the hourglass. Hourglasses, like water clocks, measure time based on the flow of a substance, in this case, sand. The amount of time it takes for the sand to flow from the upper chamber to the lower chamber is calibrated to a specific duration. These early timekeeping devices, while simple in design, represented a significant leap forward in human ingenuity. They provided a more reliable and standardized way to measure time, freeing humans from their dependence on natural cues alone. The development of these early clocks paved the way for the more sophisticated timekeeping devices we use today. While clocks helped track the hours, calendars emerged to document longer periods. Ancient civilizations faced the challenge of reconciling the cycles of the sun and moon. They developed two main types of calendars, lunar and solar. Lunar calendars, like those used by some ancient cultures in the Middle East, were based on the cycles of the moon. Each month corresponded roughly to one lunar cycle, from new moon to new moon. Solar calendars, on the other hand, were aligned with the Earth's revolution around the sun. The ancient Egyptians, renowned for their astronomical knowledge, developed a solar calendar with 365 days, divided into 12 months of 30 days each, plus 5 extra days. This calendar, remarkably accurate for its time, formed the basis for many later calendar systems. The development of calendars was crucial for agriculture, religious observances, and social organization. They provided a framework for planning and coordinating activities over long periods. However, syncing lunar and solar cycles proved complex. Lunar calendars, while following the moon's phases closely, drifted from the solar year. This misalignment meant religious festivals could occur in different seasons. The quest to align lunar and solar cycles led to various intercalation methods. Intercalation involved adding days or months to the lunar calendar to keep it in sync with the solar year. These adjustments, while necessary, made calendars complex and varied across cultures. The Roman Empire, known for its organization, sought a unified calendar for its vast territories. The Julian calendar, introduced by Julius Caesar in 45 BCE, marked a pivotal moment in timekeeping. Based on the Egyptian solar calendar, it standardized the year to 365.25 days. It introduced leap years, adding an extra day every 4 years. However, a slight inaccuracy caused it to drift out of sync with the seasons. By the 16th century, the Julian calendar was off by about 10 days. Pope Gregory XIII commissioned a reform in 1582. This led to the adoption of the Gregorian calendar, which we use today. It made minor adjustments to the leap year rule, preventing further drift. The Gregorian calendar became the global standard for timekeeping.